Welcome back to Going Walkabout. Do you want to be seduced by a city that transports you back to the past? A city in the garden-like area of France, known as Provence. A city that boasts medieval ramparts, a pope's home, a very famous bridge, and colorful streets with beautiful architecture. In this video, we'll travel back in time to explore Avignon. Situated a train ride away from Nice and Marseille, Avignon sits between the French countryside and the Rhone River, encased in a wall that has kept it safe through the ages. We took the TGV high-speed train from Nice to Avignon. We highly recommend it. You'll see the whole coastline and it is glorious. We quickly got ensconced in our Airbnb, a lovely 2-bedroom apartment in the walled city. We highly recommend staying within the walled city of Avignon. Our flat was $95 a night and had a full kitchen, washer, dryer, and a lovely balcony that we got a lot of use out of. From our location, we could easily walk the whole city, so no need for cars or taxis. We started exploring immediately, making our way to the main town square, Place de la Horloge, which means Clock Square. You'll know you're in the right place when you see the gaily colored carousel and the Place de Ville, which is the City Hall. The square is also home to the theater, built in 1846, flanked by statues of Molière and Corneille. Carrying on from the square, you'll stumble into the Palais des Papas, or Palace of the Pope. It is awe-inspiring, towering over the square in all its majesty. Avignon became the seat of the papacy in 1309 through 1377. Moving the Pope, or Papa, from Rome to France certainly put some noses out of joint. However, it created this miraculous city in the quiet French countryside. Thank you, Papa. Back in the day, the area that now houses tour rides and cafes would have been windmills and fields. To protect the Pope and all his treasures, the ramparts were built, thus encasing this jewel-like city in a protective ring for centuries to come. You can get a tour for a few euros and drive around the whole place, or have a stroll, which is well worth the effort. You can see the gardens of the Pope, also known as the Jardin des Dames. The gardens boast some beautiful fountains, as well as a great view of the Puente d'Avignon, also known as Pont Saint-Bénédicte. The famous bridge is immortalized in the French children's song Sur le Pont d'Avignon, on the Bridge of Avignon. Strolling through the park, you can see these fabulous black and white photos of the area and people from the area through the ages. Being a photophile, I couldn't resist getting some shots. If you take the train tour, you'll be able to see the walls around the city. They are beautiful and completely intact. It took 20 years to build the walls, which stretch for 2.7 miles and enclose 370 acres. Originally, there were 12 gates. However, this was reduced to 7 in 1487. As you circle around the city, you'll see the picturesque bridge up close. The Pont Saint-Bénédicte was built in 1185. It was originally equipped with 22 arches. Sadly, only 4 are left standing today. However, the effect of those 4 remaining arches is magical. After the tour, the rest of the city can be seen on foot. If you start at the main square, where the City Hall is, you'll travel down the main street, which is Rue de la République. Here, you'll see shops galore. In fact, I was overwhelmed with how many shops they have for clothing. You could spend a whole 2 or 3 days just exploring the clothing stores. It's also good to stray off the main drag. Just get lost. There are many lovely shops on the side streets as well. Along with the shops, there are cafes galore. If you are a foodie, prepare to have your taste buds delighted. One dish that both Kiwi and I loved was ground meat and vegetables wrapped in veal, served with mashed potatoes and mushroom sauce. It was heavenly. Most nights, I must confess, we sat on our own balcony with bread and cheese and wine and watched the world stroll by. It's still our favorite way to drink in the local atmosphere. We only had 3 days in Avignon. I would say that you could certainly spend more time. Too soon, we had to be back on the road to England. We had been seduced by this lovely city. The seduction was complete. We hope you've enjoyed our brief stay in Avignon. Thanks so much for watching. If you're enjoying the videos, please consider giving us a thumbs up, or better yet, subscribe. Next stop, Dorset, England.